Imagine you are not looking for God. You are not fasting. You are not praying for direction. You are simply living. Your world is familiar. Your family is established. Your culture makes sense to you. Your future, though not perfect, feels predictable. Then imagine that the God you were not seeking speaks to you anyway, not to improve your life, not to adjust your plans, but to dismantle them. No destination is given, no timeline is explained, only a command to leave. This is where Abraham's story truly begins, not with faith as we admire it, but with interruption. Abram was born into a world that worked. Ur of the Chaldeans was not a wilderness settlement. It was advanced, wealthy, organized. Commerce thrived, religion was structured, idols were familiar, it was generational. Scripture tells us later that Abram's family served other gods. Joshua 24:2. Abram did not grow up hearing the voice of the Lord. He did not inherit covenant language. His faith did not come preloaded, though the Bible does not tell us that Abraham was completely ignorant of God. Coming from the lineage of Shem, it is likely that knowledge of the true God still existed in his family line. However, Abraham did not grow up in a covenant relationship with God as later Israel did. His defining moment was not inherited faith, but a personal call. When God spoke to him, Abraham responded in obedience, and it was through that obedience that his faith was formed and refined. He belonged to a family, a strong one. His father Terah had authority. Decisions flowed downward from him. When Terah decided to move his household from Ur toward Canaan, he took Abram, Sarai his wife, and Lot his grandson with him. Genesis 11:31. Abram did not lead this journey. He participated in it. They stopped in Haran, and they stayed. Life resumed in Haran. Routine returned. Years passed. Then Terah died. Genesis 11:32. The covering Abram had always lived under was gone, and in that silence, God spoke. The Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." Genesis 12, verse 1. And God promised him, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." Genesis 12:2-3. The message was direct, almost unsettling in its simplicity. Go from your country and your people and your father's household to the land that I will show you. No introduction, no explanation of who God is, no reassurance beyond promise. God did not negotiate familiarity, he named separation. Country, people, father's household. Each phrase cuts deeper. Then God promises something Abram cannot verify. "I will make of you a great nation." Abram had no child. Sarai was barren. Nothing in Abram's present supported God's future. Yet there was no argument, so Abram went, as the Lord had told him. Genesis 12:4. That sentence is often read too quickly. Abram did not know where he was going. He only knew who had spoken. Faith did not begin with confidence. It began with movement. Walking without a map, Abram entered Canaan and built altars. Genesis 12:6-7. Altars before houses, worship before ownership. Then famine came. The land God led him into could not sustain him. This is where faith becomes uncomfortable. The call had not failed, but it had not yet made sense. Abram went down to Egypt to survive. Genesis 12:10. But fear followed him there. Though faith had moved in, fear had not yet left him. He lied about Sarai. As he was about to enter Egypt, he said to his wife Sarai, "I know what a beautiful woman you are. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife.' Then they will kill me, but will let you live. Say you are my sister. so that I will be treated well for your sake, and my life will be spared because of you." Genesis 12:11-13. Pharaoh took Sarai into his palace, but before anything could happen, God intervened. Let's pause here to unpack certain things. This first call of Abram is foundational to biblical faith. God did not call Abram because he was righteous. Scripture never says that. God called him in his sovereignty. This is the first major revelation. Faith in the Bible does not begin with human initiative. It begins with divine interruption. Secondly, let's notice how God structures the call. He removes Abram from identity sources before establishing a new one. Land was security, family was identity, father's house was inheritance. God dismantled all three before promising blessing. Dissociation needed to happen for alignment to stand. Thirdly, the promise itself is layered. I will bless you. That was personal. I will make your name great. That speaks to his identity. You shall be a blessing. That was purpose. Faith was never meant to end with Abram. It was always meant to flow through him. Finally, Abram's obedience precedes understanding. The Bible book of Hebrews later reflects on this moment and says, "He went out, not knowing where he was going." Hebrews 11:8. That is not recklessness. That is trust. Biblical faith moves while still asking questions. Abram did not leave Ur because he understood God. He left because he trusted the voice that spoke. Faith does not begin when everything is clear. It begins when God interrupts what feels settled. The question is not whether God will call. Scripture shows that he does. The question is what you do when the life you planned is not the life God is inviting you into. In the next episode, we will follow Abram into that space where obedience has no map and hardship meets promise, because the journey had only just begun. Thank you for watching this episode. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel if you have not done so. See you in our next video.